Hello, Scorpio. So this is for your April 2022 reading. So you guys, man, I think you got a lot going on. You guys are busy in April. Let's get into it. So the top row is kind of the month's general feel. And then each card here represents kind of a general feel for the week. So first up, you have the Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. You have Temperance, Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, and then Seven of Cups. So basically, the Six of Pentacles represents kind of charity, like giving, receiving. It's some kind of help. It's a practical help. It could be financial help. It could be something that you find valuable. Either you're helping somebody or somebody's helping you. And now this could also be knowledge. It could be any type of thing that you find valuable. So the Knight of Pentacles, he's very practical. The Pentacles are all about kind of practicality. It's about finances, but it's very like a practical suit. So he's very, very practical, but he's very slow moving. So whatever's going on, he's doing it methodically. Like he's very aware of his actions, and he's trying to do it the best way possible. Now, the Two of Pentacles is all about balance. Like it's like juggling. She's juggling and she's doing it very, very well. It's about multitasking, handling multiple priorities, time management, and being able to adapt to the situation. But this card always reminds, like, you're doing it well, but you're always like one mistake away from dropping the ball in a sense. So now with Temperance here, Temperance is about moderation, balance. Another card about balance. Having the perfect blend, coming to a common ground, and combining different elements harmoniously. So then you have the Ten of Wands is all about burdens. Like you're almost to the end, but you can see the end in sight, but you have a lot. You're carrying a lot. Like you have a lot of burdens. And then the Five of Cups represents a sense of, the cups is an emotional suit. Now the Five of Cups is kind of like she's upset that some of her cups are spilt, but yet it always reminds us to look behind or be thankful or grateful or acknowledge the stuff that's actually really going well. Like she's focused on these cups, but there's another, if you see this bottle of wine back here, it's mostly full. She could fill those cups again, and there's a whole party going back here. So it's about always like you're in the moment, you're sad, but you have so much going on that you can be happy about. So it's almost like don't focus on the lost cups, focus on the main thing. At least focus on them for a minute, but remember you got a lot going on. And then with the Seven of Cups here, this is all about having all these kind of different options. It could be represent daydreaming and kind of getting stuck in that daydreaming state, but it's you're daydreaming or you're thinking about all these different options. So, but some of these options are better than others. Some of these things could also represent like illusions. Like if you have a situation going on, it might sound exciting, but it's kind of one of those all that glitters is not gold type of cards. But it definitely is, you have a lot of things that you are kind of excited, emotionally excited about, but some may be better than others. So definitely this is, I think you guys are busy. I think you guys are really, really busy in April. So kind of mushing, I think you're juggling a lot. Like I think you're doing very well with it. And this could this could mean like maybe you're helping friends, you're helping family, you're this kind of role in a sense, or you're receiving help from others. You're some kind of help, something, but I think this might be more like you, because with all this stuff happening here, I think you are the one kind of giving of yourself more. But you're doing it very well. And you're very practical about it, but you're juggling it. Like you're juggling it, but you're handling it. But I think it might feel burdensome at times. And then I think you might wind up kind of almost dropping the ball a little bit in a sense, but I think you're going to be fine. Like I think overall you might be feeling like it's too much, but I really think that you're actually doing it well. And because you're doing it so well, I think you're going to wind up having by the end of the month, like, you might have opportunities, because this could indicate like maybe you finish something, or you can put some of these burdens down and something else might open up for you that you're excited about, which is really, really great. So now let's kind of delve into the oracles a little bit. So you have Triumph of Lies. Now this oracle deck is more about the negative aspects of our lives, or the things that we need to be mindful of, in a sense. Now the Triumph of Lies it's about kind of almost like wearing a mask, but this mask is more about what society's putting on you. Let's say friends and family. It's like you're losing yourself in a sense, but it's not, for instance, like a mask that you're trying to, how do I want to say this? It's more about the societal pressures or family pressures or pressures from within your group is putting certain ideologies, or did I say that right? Ideologies or certain ways or customs or systems, whatever it is, onto you. So it's not necessarily you're wearing the mask because you want to wear the mask. It's almost like you're wearing the mask, or you're getting pushed into something because of somebody else's, or your surroundings are kind of pushing you or pigeonholing you into this way of being. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's kind of like it's not like you are just trying to be fake. It's you're kind of getting pushed into a corner of feeling like you're not being your authentic self, but this is because of maybe the people around you are expecting you to be a certain kind of way or in a certain kind of role and act a certain kind of way. So it's more like you're almost you're having to pretend you're not quite yourself because of other people, in a sense. I hope that kind of made sense to somebody. But next up, you have the card of Ancestors. And this says, they hiss a quivering so deep, only roots of your soul can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill waking up the spine. Now, this is all about your ancestors, obviously, and like reminding you that you come from a long line. You come from a long line of people, and you're made up of all these people, in a sense. And it's kind of saying that they might be trying to communicate with you. It's really about, taking a moment and trying to listen to within, because I guess in a sense the answers are always within, and maybe you have spirit guides who could be your ancestors, and somebody's trying to communicate with you. And it's about like just recognizing that you're not alone in the world, like you are connected. I think that's what I'm meaning to say, like you're connected. So, and next up you have Fuchsia. And it says, true feelings within you is all you need to know. And this really goes with this, because let's say if you're feeling a little bit lost in a sense during the month, like I think you have so much going on, and I think you're really good about handling the responsibilities. I think you're very good about it. But within that, there's moments of like you feel like it's just too much, because I think it's going to feel like it's too much. And I feel like with week 3, with you kind of having this like 5 of Cups moment, this feeling of like sadness, or not, that things aren't going well, or something's not quite right. I think this is saying that you have within what you need to know, you have it all within you. Like I feel like even with the ancestors, it's about being connected and just feeling that you can do this. I think this is what they're trying to say, that like you got to listen to that inner little voice saying you can do this. I really feel that there's a message for you, and you just need to kind of within. And this message could also be, let's say at the end of the month with these cups, you could have more opportunities coming your way. And this whole within you is all you need to know, in this whole ancestors situation, it could kind of be maybe some of these opportunities are piquing your interest, but maybe they're not quite, let's just say what, I'm not saying family or friends or whatever, but not quite what you're used to doing. And I think this is saying that some of these opportunities, you might know they're not good for you. You might be able to kind of, you might be able to cut through the BS. You might be able to see that, some of this, all that glitters is not gold. But some of these other opportunities, I feel like you're going to know that they're good for you, or they're right for you. So I think that's kind of being mindful of that. Now, next up, you have Ocean Jasper, which is schedule yourself in, which Scorpios, your month, I don't know how you're going to schedule yourself in. I'm hoping you can have some time, but I definitely think that this is saying that you might have to take a break, because I think, like with Temperance, she's all about balance. So, and then the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. So I think this is kind of saying that you need a little you time, because you have a lot going on. You're really, I feel like with this Six of Pentacles, all about giving and receiving, but I think you might be the one a little bit more giving to other people and kind of carrying these burdens and trying to help other people, and it becomes a lot. So I think this is saying, because by you kind of doing a little bit for yourself, you might be able to minimize this Five of Cups moment with kind of feeling that you've lost something, or there's lack, or you're feeling crummy. I get this a lot when I'm just kind of feeling like, oh, woe is me, and sometimes there's nothing really that bad going on. It's just a feeling. You feel worn out. You're worn out. So I think by maybe reminding yourself that, to schedule yourself in, do some nice things for yourself, I think that's going to help you through kind of that situation. Next up, you have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others, which you have a lot of this, a lot here. Like, even with this Triumph of Lies, it could be, in a sense, you're having to obviously be a little bit, maybe not your true authentic self. You're not living your truth. You're kind of getting into a position where you're having to be a certain kind of way because other people are expecting that of you. And that's what I think is really going on here. And this Ancestors is all about reminding you about who you are, where you came from, and your true feelings within you is all you need to know. And I feel like this is really saying that you need to be true to yourself. I think with all this stuff, you might feel like you're getting a little bit lost during the month because you have all these burdens and you're kind of having to be this person for everybody in a sense. But being true to yourself and making the decisions that you know are right for you will, in a sense, be helpful to everybody as well, I think. I think that's kind of where I'm going with this. That some of these decisions or burdens, you don't want to be making them just because somebody else feels it's the best thing for you when you know in your gut that it's not the best thing. So I think that's really saying that you need to be really mindful because you might get lost a little bit in the mess this month. So you need to really be mindful of what is the best way to go around it. Because I think you're very practical. Like, you have all Pentacles up here, and that's all about being practical and like financial stability, but it's more like practicality. So I think you are a very practical person. I just think that you might get kind of caught up in some other people's some of the mess sometimes, or other people could be stressed out, or maybe they're going through something and you're trying to help them. But I think this is saying you always need to go back to your basics, find your ground, and go from there. So next up you have, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. And I think that really goes with the Five of Cups, if you're having like this little kind of, I'm not saying it's a pity party moment because it could be a serious thing, but it's just always reminding you that in any situation, there's a silver lining. And if things seem like a mess, just remember that you can always see some positive in any situation if you look hard enough. So I thought that was fantastic. So, and then your food fortune for the month of April. The card that you're most interested in, the most important part of this whole reading is what spirit of the dish shall be with you in April. And you have the Page of Sweets. So I think this is super cute. So it's like a little cupcake. And so maybe it's kind of saying, at some point, when you have to schedule yourself in, this could be saying maybe whatever if you don't like cupcakes or you can't eat them or whatever, have something that maybe makes you happy. Maybe have a little sweet or a little something that you enjoy to kind of, makes you happy. So the Page of Sweets will be with you. Now, think of a question. We're going to ask the Magic 8 Ball in a second for you guys. But first, let's do what stone. Let's see what stone you got. And you got Desire. Oh, look at that. So, yeah. I think the Desire, I'm going to put them right over here because I feel like these cups, I think some of these situations or these things that you're daydreaming or thinking about, I think some of them might be something that really kind of spark something in you. So it could be like maybe you have a desire to do something or change something, but you could be feeling a little bit of pressure from those around you to maybe be a certain kind of way. This could be something major, or it could be something silly like you want to change your hair color, but other people are like, oh, no, you shouldn't go from black hair to brown hair. It could be something really silly, or you want to cut it a certain way, and people are like, oh, no. But I think this is saying that you just stay true to yourself, stay true to yourself. So, yeah, so that I'm going to put the desire right over there. And then let's see your little numbers and letters. Okay, so you got T, Y, C, I, D, and then you have 2, 7, 4, 2, 1. Oh, so you got 2 2s here. Look at that. So there you go with that. And then let us ask. It is time. Okay, think of your questions, Scorpios. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Scorpio's April 2022 question? It says, concentrate and ask again. Okay, Scorpios, we need to focus here. We need to focus. Think of your question. Okay, really think of your question really strongly. Okay, here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the universe. What is the answer to Scorpio's 2022 question? Oh, it says it is certain. So there you go, Scorpios. It's happening. I hope you have a wonderful month. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.